Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today here in Detroit, the city where the true American spirit lives, the city that knows the strength of getting back on its feet, the freedom of choosing its own destiny, the passion of doing things and doing them right. We could not have chosen a better place to launch this new era for Jeep, the icon that helped win World War II, a name that is recognized around the world for its off-road capability. Jeep is also meaningful on a personal level to so many people. There are memories connected to a Jeep SUV in almost everybody's life. For me, they go back to my childhood when we would travel from France to the Italian Alps to spend our summer vacation. Happy memories with my father, his friends, and an orange Willys as our holiday inseparable companion. And Jeep will always be the American hero who saved France and the rest of Europe from the occupation. Jeep has built a reputation for resilience, freedom, and passion. And just like Detroit, they're all part of its American heritage. Today, we're doing something even more symbolic. We are at Conner Event Center, a place combining past and future, talent and vision, our product and our people. Just a few miles from here, our brand new plant is going up where many of our next generation products will be built. We've decided to invest right here in the city of Detroit, where we have been building vehicles for 80 years. And the state-of-the-art Mack Avenue plant is the cornerstone of this commitment, which together with other investment will create 6,500 new jobs right here in Michigan. Jeep has become the legend it is today by evolving and innovating all along. We're now onto the next step. We're starting an ambitious journey with the progressive electrification of our lineup. To make Jeep the greenest and most responsible SUV brand in the world, each electric Jeep SUV will carry a new 4xe badge, a trademark for a sustainable and fun lifestyle. Jeep Renegade and Compass 4xe are the first product of this strategy and are leading the way for our entry in the electric vehicle market in Europe. They are equipped with the most advanced eco-friendly plug-in hybrid technology that combines enhanced performance up to 240 horsepower, improved safety with four-wheel drive always available, and low environmental impact with about 120 grams per mile of CO2 in the hybrid mode and up to over 30 miles of range in pure electric. The internal combustion engine combined with the 4xe technologies delivers an acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 7 seconds. Maximum speed of over 80 miles per hour in electric mode only, and 125 miles per hour in the hybrid mode. The cargo space is uncompromised thanks to clever packaging of the battery pack. I've driven a lot of cars over the years, but I have to tell you, the first time I drove an electric Renegade, it was phenomenal. The acceleration and the instant torque, and all of that while driving in silence. It was fun, and I had a big smile on my face. People are going to have so much fun going green and feeling good about it. Electrification for us is a key strategy. It's about enjoying the instant torque and the fast response and delivering a more fun and exciting driving experience. With electrification, we will deliver efficiency because our new 4xe technology will offer zero emission and zero range anxiety. It will deliver performance. The most fuel-efficient Jeep SUVs will remain true to their all-terrain vocation, and responsibility, which means respecting the environment while reducing the cost of ownership. Within the next few years, Jeep will offer electrification options across each nameplate. But let's be realistic. We're not the only one adopting electric solutions. But Jeep has something unique that no one else can offer. There is a powerful way to describe what electrification means to a brand like this. It is a magical feeling of fun and adventure in perfect relationship with nature while still going fast and enjoying the exciting ride. It is the difference between a motorboat and a sailboat. We are the only brand that can offer a sailboat experience in every Jeep 4xe. You can explore a lot before you arrive. You will become very sensitive to the subtle nuances of nature, and you can suddenly hear the distant noise of a dog barking or a door slamming. But when the wind picks up, you have no more time to dally and dangle. It is now filled with a strong and angry power. It's like riding a wild beast. It presses hard and goes fast. What I just read is a passage from a sailor's diary. But it could easily be applied to any Jeep 4xe experience. Respect of the planet, quick acceleration, and silence. The new Jeep 4xe models are further strengthening the values that have been at the core of the brand for almost 80 years. Freedom to do anything and go anywhere, now also in the city centers. Adventure to enjoy the outdoor driving, respecting nature. Authenticity, because any Jeep 4xe is more Jeep than ever, always leading the way. And passion, because at the end of the day, you don't drive Jeep, you live Jeep. One Jeep owner summed it very well, saying, "When I die, I want to be buried in my Jeep because it's never been in a hole it couldn't get out of." Now, that is the kind of loyalty most automakers could only dream of creating. But to fully understand it, you would probably need to be a Wrangler owner. Wrangler owners know what it means to be waved at and to wave back. They have felt that bond with a total stranger. The Jeep wave has always been a sign of pride and loyalty for the Jeep name, knowledge of the Wrangler capabilities and mutual respect. Today, the Jeep wave becomes a green wave. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the most capable Wrangler ever, the new Jeep Wrangler 4xe.
From this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam.
There is no compromise of anything a Wrangler can do. With 375 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque, this is the most capable Wrangler ever, with an acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds. To maintain its world-renowned reputation, the Wrangler 4xe combines our award-winning e-torque with a second powerful electric motor in between the engine and the transmission. This dual-path electrified powertrain delivers more than 50 mpge and up to 25 miles of range in pure electric power, making it almost perfect as the ultimate commuter vehicle for urban adventure. This is the most technologically advanced Wrangler ever, delivering zero emissions in full electric mode, in open air, and quiet off-roading for the very first time. Because you don't need to make noise to be a legend. The Wrangler 4xe driver can tailor the hybrid powertrain to better suit each trip, choosing between 3 modes of operations. Hybrid, which uses battery power first with assistance from the 2-liter turbo to maximize electric power and overall range. E-mode, or full electric, that is used as much as possible. And E-Save, which maintains a reserve of charge in case the vehicle needs to drive in areas that require electric only. It will be available in North America by the end of the year and in Europe and China early next year. Jeep has always inspired people to dream and to dare. And we want to fulfill their aspirations, especially on those who are not dreaming or daring yet. We're going to open a new world that goes far beyond Jeep, a world of elegance and timeless design. I'm talking about the purest form of American-made luxury. Yes, we are expanding into the premium world, and we will do it by bringing an American icon back, the Grand Wagoneer. Born in America in 1962, long before any of the current players even had a glimmer in their eye about this market, the original Grand Wagoneer created the premium 4x4. Its signature wood grain exterior has inspired an entire generation through the 60s, the 70s, and 80s. Grand Wagoneer is a story of innovators that seamlessly combine artisanship and craftsmanship. We invented the premium American SUV, and no one else in almost 6 decades has ever been able to get even close to that original and successful idea. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to introduce this American icon, the new Grand Wagoneer concept.
If you go back in your mind to your childhood, chances are you'll find one. At the lake house, or in the mountains, parked at a campsite, or setting out on a family road trip to some place you'd only imagined. Maybe your best friend had one, or your neighbors, or if you were lucky, your own family. And if you were even luckier, maybe they passed it on to you. How many machines are like that? How many vehicles can say that they are a part of the very fabric of American memory? This one can. And today, it is reborn.
Stunning, isn't it? Let me explain our vision for Grand Wagoneer. It will not be simply another Jeep SUV. It comes from the same roots and experience, but it will evolve into something new, very distinctive and unique. Because the customer is different, the values are different, the essence is different. The Jeep customer loves traveling, camping, and fishing. The Wagoneer driver would rather go golfing on the finest courses or cruising on their sailboat. One seeks fun to drive and capability. The other one goes for styling and comfort. Jeep stands for freedom, adventure, and passion. Wagoneer means timeless design, authenticity, and refined sophistication. The essence of Jeep is in the extraordinary journey you make with it. If Jeep was a house, it would be a cabin in the wood. Wagoneer, a glass house on the ocean. If there were a city, Jeep would be Jackson Hole and Wagoneer, New York. If there were a road trip, Jeep would be the Rubicon Trail, Wagoneer, a beautiful snowy road in the Rockies. If it was a water activity, Jeep would be a jet ski or a kayak. Wagoneer, a custom-made boat. In our vision, Wagoneer will become a portfolio of SUVs that will redefine American premium and delivers a unique customer experience, designed to authentically personify the entrepreneurial spirit, distinction, and intelligence of our customers. That is the reason why Grand Wagoneer is coming back to life. To tell new stories and make new memories, to stand out. And when Wagoneer comes to life, it won't be just the best premium SUVs out there. It will have it all. The comfort and luxury of a premium vehicle, the seating capacity and versatility to travel in style with premium space, the towing of a pickup truck and SUV capability, the safety and coziness of a family home, and the richness of a dream loft. And all of this will be wrapped in the most elegant body you could ever imagine. And the concept you see here today has some first. Sustainable materials and fabrics all over. Onyx glass on the instrument panel. Natural raw aluminum for the central wing. Genuine heat-treated lace wood along the interior. Recyclable microfiber suede for the headliner. Thrive fiber for the carpet, which is the most environmentally conscious fiber in the world. And a premium, sustainable polyurethane material for all the seating and interior surfaces. But don't let the beauty of this concept fool you. Grand Wagoneer can pull, can climb, can tow as no others in its class. With 3 4x4 systems, quadrilift air suspension, independent front and rear suspensions, unmatched towing, powerful performance, a host of tech, safety, connectivity features, this vehicle will have it all. And this concept also has a green soul, featuring a plug-in hybrid electric powertrain system. It provides absolute and quiet open-air freedom while taking performance, 4x4 capability, fun-to-drive experience to the next level. And we added an homage to its birthplace, with an American flag flanking its name and paying tributes to the brand's soul and home country. Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer will be built here in Metro Detroit, inside our Warren plant, and production will start next year. Ralph Gilles, our global head of design, will now take you through the design story behind this stunning concept and provide you a hint of the future Grand Wagoneer.
Thank you, Christian. Hi, I'm excited to tell you about what's amounted to nothing short than the labor of love for us designers at FCA. we realize that we're dealing with an absolute legend here. I mean, this is something that is a bit daunting for a head of design like myself, to think about redesigning an icon that people love and people associate to Americana. So you'll find on the concept car, we actually emblazon the edge. It's an Easter egg that's easy to find that says established in 1963. Yes, the car went into production into 1962, but it was a 1963 model year and was in production until 1991. So in that time, from 1991 to 2020, a lot of Wagoneer lovers kept the flame alive for us. People like Norbert here, who does an exquisite job, and then there's Wagon Master, who's done the same, restoring these vehicles. And when you look at the mission statement that Wagon Master has on their website, it sounds very similar to what we have on our website. You're creating a symbol of the American dream here. We look back at what turns people on about the vehicle, and they told us it was the simplicity of the vehicle, the kind of the long-lasting shapes, the honesty of the proportions, the shoulder line that goes undisturbed front to back, the vertical grille that kind of leans into the wind with a lot of confidence, and then the vertical B, C, and D pillars. You know, so some of those things we actually kept going forward. Back in 2013, we actually sent a group of product planners and researchers to talk to these people and understand a little bit more about the customer itself. Now, they told us it wasn't just the vehicle they liked, it's the sense of adventure and celebrating the Americana, the American dream, you know, discovering the coolest parts and the Wild West and all that, the Grand Canyon, all those adventure spots that you hear about. We look at what Jeep means to most people. A Jeep, of course, has this incredible overtone of adventure. And we look at what Wagoneer can mean, and it's the same idea, but executed in a much more artisanal way. So you look at the backpack on the right of your screen with the leather and the really bespoke instruments, the details, the metal work, and the way the high-quality leather is stitched together. That's all about speaking to luxury, but in a very authentic way. So who is it for? Is it for the classic American family or the growing family? Is it for the couple that's kind of has everything? Or is it for 8 of your best friends that want to go camping for the weekend and create an adventure? Well, the Wagoneer can do all that. In a way, it's redefining American premium with timeless, modern, and linear shapes. So here are some of the early sketches that we looked at, and the ones that appealed to all of us were the simplest ones. It's meant to be timeless. It's meant to age well with very simple lines, a simple shoulder line. Again, you see those vertical B, C, and D pillars. And then, of course, the wheel arches that present capability and really advertise the attractive capability of the vehicle. And then there's the leaning forward front end, celebrated by the LED lighting, the animated lighting that does all kinds of cool stuff when you hit the key fob. We continue that detail all over the vehicle, whether it's the chrome work on the outside or even the badging. One of the things that will be arresting to people is when they open the door. So we create an interior that would blend functionality, technology, detail, and luxury all in one. Every touch point on the vehicle is meant to exude this artisanal thing, you know, this idea of connecting back to the person who made it, right? So every time you interface with part of the Wagoneer, you're reminded that there's love behind it. There's people that love design, love detail, love celebrating fit and finish and exquisite execution. One of my favorite elements of the interior is the transmission control knob. Even the CEO got involved. We had arguments about it. We sat there saying, okay, if we're going to do something like this, we want to make sure it's special. So even without looking at it, you just touch it, you can feel those serrations on the side. And it just exudes this absolute care about quality. The second part of the story is technology integration. Now, this is probably one of the most advanced concept vehicles we've ever had. It has just about every technological feature out there today and then some. But how do we integrate it in a way that's not intimidating? We simplified it. We distilled it down. So the technology is there, but it's really still secondary. Take, for example, the passenger entertainment screen. The main purpose of the passenger screen is basically a co-pilot screen. So the driver can't see the screen, but the passenger can do navigation, swipe it over to the driver. The passenger can control what the rear occupants are seeing or watch their favorite TV show, by the way, that they were watching in their living room, pause it, and keep watching it in the car. And then the rear passengers are treated in some ways spoiled, more so than even the front passengers. So every seat in the Wagoneer is a first-class experience. Every touch point in the vehicle was considered. The softness of the leather, the detailing, the perforation, the striations, everything, to create an absolute opulent experience. And top that all off with something I don't think anyone's ever done before. So creating this absolute mood. So this is one of my favorite modes of vehicle. I call it relax mode. You just park somewhere and relax, and the Aurora Borealis shows up. So you and your Wagoneer almost become like an escape pod. The interior does a lot of other things besides being a place of relaxation. Yes, you can watch movies on it. Yes, you can entertain yourself, but you can also control your massage seating with the lower comfort screen. All that is integrated by a very, very powerful execution of the Uconnect 5 system. Now, to top it all off, we worked with Macintosh and developed an exquisite, exquisite system. Not only does it sound great, but it's presented in a cool way. Our designers went maybe a little overboard and created a conversation piece out of the front speaker grille. It's also lit, so at night you're reminded that you went the extra mile and got the Macintosh system. And then finally, the end result is an interior that I think is uniquely American, and again reminds you of, in a way, your success, but also how much we care and want to celebrate what the Wagoneer experience is all about. And with that, let's introduce, again, the Wagoneer. So this is a vehicle that, in a way, is a long time coming for us, something I've wanted to work on my whole career as a full-size SUV. I really like the presence it has, the way the front end kind of, again, leans forward like we talked about. And the stance, which is so, so important in a vehicle like this. It looks good just standing still. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So, some exciting products coming soon. Grand Wagoneer will mark the rebirth of a classic and premium American icon. This vehicle has become a landmark of the American soul and spirit with its superb blend of beauty and muscle, elegance and performance, craftsmanship and technology. Like Falling Water by Frank Lloyd Wright, a treasure of American architecture and evidence that when innate beauty meets structural integrity, the results can be awe-inspiring. Or coming closer to home, like the Broad Art Museum in East Lansing, a unique mix of audacity and beauty, architectural wonder and innovation. On the other hand, Wrangler 4xe is the bridgehead of our electrification strategy here in the US. It is a testimony of how Jeep is evolving and becoming more modern, more sophisticated, and more technological. You can be your true self, go anywhere and do anything. No one else can offer the state of mind that Jeep can. And today, in the green, responsible, and fun way of the 4xe. Because, as they say, life is either a daring adventure or it's nothing. And you either go through it with a Jeep spirit or you'll miss the adventure. That is what Jeep was created for. To always take the scenic route in life. To give you that very feeling that at the end of the day, you feel your feet are dirty, your hair messy, and your eyes sparkling. And that's why the most capable and most respectful Jeep lineup is coming to life. To allow everybody, everywhere, to sail their own life and keep their eyes sparkling. Thank you all.